Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning into the Mixed Texan Report. Megyn Kelly says Ron DeSantis has no chance against Donald Trump in a 2024 GOP primary showdown. I agree with her 100%. Let's check out what she has to say on the Rubin Report, and let's discuss it a little more after that.
So absolutely gross. What do you want to happen with the Trump DeSantis thing?
Well, I just don't think anybody else could win if Trump runs. So, and
Really?
I
So
don't
you,
know.
you think if they got on a stage, you don't think that DeSantis is crafty enough or the record
No.
stands enough to really? Interesting.
No, I don't even think that a little. I think Trump sucks up all the energy in every room, no matter what. And even someone as skilled as a politician and smart policy-wise as DeSantis can't overcome that. He can't. The only way DeSantis is going to become the Republican nominee is if Trump chooses not to run and endorses him or dies. Like, I just don't see a world in which Trump says, I want it. Let's say he says, I want it, and DeSantis beats him fair and square in the primary. You really think the hardcore MAGA is going to abandon Trump for DeSantis? They're not. I talk to them all the time. I take calls from them on my radio show, and they won't. They like DeSantis, but they don't think it's his turn. They think Trump was screwed out of his last election, that he was screwed out of his first term by all the craziness, the Russia Gate and so on. And they think he is entitled. He deserves another shot at it. And so unless Trump gracefully and graciously says, get behind DeSantis, I wouldn't put any chips on DeSantis at all.
That's really interesting. I mean, look, I've said many times, I'd love for them to work it out on the DL, have a dinner, figure out what has to be figured out and go forward. A lot of people, and I'm sort of moving on this a little bit, say that they should just get on the debate stage and do it, and whoever, comes out will be sharper for it. But I agree, there is a certain portion of like the base that would rather burn everything down if it doesn't get to Trump.
But it's a huge portion, Dave. It's a huge portion. Like the hardcore Trump faithful is unshakable. And I hear from them all the time. They like him, they like DeSantis, but they would never cross Trump for him. And they think that DeSantis owes his political career to Trump. Like if forced to choose, they will choose Trump. So DeSantis can't take him down. It's like the line in War Games, the only winning move is not to play. DeSantis has got to either be crowned by Trump, or he shouldn't run. He's Trump. It would be. I don't know. It wouldn't. I was going to say it's not going to be a kamikaze mission because he wouldn't take down Trump. Right? Only Trump can take down Trump. But he won't win over Trump. I'll stand by that. You can play it against me if I'm wrong, but I won't be.
By the way, I'm not even totally sure I want him to run. I love Florida so much, and I know how much he loves it, and I know how this state is flourishing, that at some level, just at I suppose, a somewhat selfish level, it's like, no, stay here. Let's keep running with this thing and see how great we can make this state. And maybe the machinery of the federal government is just so broken, that swamp thing maybe is so all-encompassing that there's not much you could do there anyway.
It wouldn't be bad to vote for gridlock.
She made some great points. I'm a Trump guy. Everybody that knows me knows I'm a Trump guy. What she says is spot on. I like DeSantis. I love what he's doing in Florida. He's great. Best governor in the country. Sorry, Greg Abbott, my governor. You're great too, but DeSantis is a little bit better. Greg Abbott's number 2. But anyway, I'm a Trump guy. I'm going with Trump. Trump has the record. He got screwed out of his last term with the Russia nonsense, the smearing with the media, the election. You know how I have big problems with the election, with the rule changes, the mail-in ballot, the unconstitutional rule changes that happen in certain states, the dark money that was sent in by Mark Zuckerberg, and the get out the vote efforts, and some of this stuff was illegal. There was a big problem with the 2020 election. The covering of the Hunter Biden story, which polling data shows about 16 to 17% of voters would have changed their vote from Biden to Trump. So the election was not fair, and Trump got screwed out of that election, and he deserves a second term. He's owed that. I think Trump needs to run 2024, and he will, and I think everybody needs to step out of the way. And I like what Rubin says on on the Rubin report. He says that he likes what he's doing down there in Florida. Dave Rubin, I'm sorry, I couldn't think of his first name at the moment, but Dave Rubin says that he loves Florida so much and loves what DeSantis is doing. Keep it like that. Stay in Florida, keep working on that, and make that state great, more red, and let Trump do his thing. Trump has the record, has the base, he has the energy. He sucks out all the energy in the room, no matter where he goes. Look at this polling data right here. This just came out. Trump leads commanding lead in GOP primary poll. Trump 45% to DeSantis with 26%. He's ahead 19% of DeSantis, and every poll after poll shows this. Check this out. RCP. As of today, RCP polling average has Trump ahead 27.8% on the GOP. Poll after poll shows Donald Trump leading the GOP primary. 51% average to DeSantis 23%. Mike Pence is third, Ted Cruz is fourth, and so on and so on. Look at this, 55-17, 52-19, 59-17, 57-18. You can go all the way down, dating back months, and Trump is ahead in just about every poll in a commanding lead. I don't see Trump not getting the GOP nomination. There's nobody else I can go in and pull 20, 30, 40,000 people to a rally, no matter where he goes. DeSantis is great, but he's not as charismatic as Trump. He doesn't have the same energy. Trump, you have, the fat blob, Chris Christie, saying that, when he was asked, does Trump dominate the Republican Party? He said no. He said you have to win first, blah, blah, to dominate. Sorry, Trump does dominate the GOP. He is the leader of the Republican Party. If it's not Trump, then it's DeSantis in a distance. In a second, he's after, Trump, obviously. But he doesn't have the record. He doesn't have the energy, like I said, to back things up. Trump has the economic record, the rebuilding of the military, the foreign policy, the energy independence, his crackdown on illegal immigration. He has that to back him up, saying, look what I did and look what Biden's doing. DeSantis has a great record in Florida, yes. But head-to-head with Trump, I think it would be a mistake. I think DeSantis is doing a great job in Florida. We need strong governors across the country. DeSantis, I think, should stay down there a little bit longer and make it more red, make it more prosperous. Then I think his time will come. But for the time being, I think this is Trump's party, and Trump needs to run again in 2024 and beat whoever who's on the other side and get the second term that he deserves to have. That's just my opinion. Other people feel differently. Some people say it's time for a new face, blah, blah. Fine, whatever. Think what you want to think. But this is just why I see it and the way I've been seeing it all along. And I guarantee you Trump will run 2024 and he will be the nominee. All right, guys, I'm going to stop the video right there. Thanks for listening. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Take care.